G'day, I'm Matt, and for the past 37 years, I've been working in community, care, and continuous improvement sectors. In fact, I got my first real job at the age of 15 in a nursing home, looking after people at end of life. And I did that job all the way through school. 10-hour shifts, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. And so while other people my age were out partying, I was helping people. Feeding people, showering, toileting, talking, listening and sharing stories. And sometimes I was dressing them up in their finest even though they'd already left the party. And for the next 30 plus years, all I've done is help people. Now there's probably a few of you thinking, why is he telling me this? Well, I'm telling you this because I want to share a little slither of my life's perspective. I mean, we've all got one, right? There's 8 billion unique perspectives on life out there. You've got yours. This one's mine. And now today, I help hundreds of people every year be the best versions of themselves they can. Now, people come to me with all sorts of problems. Some of them come to me because they're looking for work. Others come to me because they can't reconnect with society and they're feeling isolated. Some people can't make friends. And other people are just so sick of being broke, they come to me for financial literacy. But it doesn't matter what they come and see me for. I start to assist them with 2 fundamental steps. And I'm going to share these with you today because hopefully you can take away and use them. I use them all the time. Now, the first one is creating a strength-based story about yourself. Now, a strength-based story is simply you telling the listener the values you bring to any situation. It's easy to. You only need 2 simple things. You just need a piece of paper and a pen. And if you think that's prehistoric, you can probably do it on your phone as well. But for this example, I want you to imagine me with a piece of paper and a pen. Not a phone, because this looks like I'm at the bus stop, and this is TEDx. So a piece of paper and a pen. Now, if you've got good imagination skills, I now want you to imagine that I've just left uni, or I've just left school, and I'm trying to get a job. Now, a strength-based story works quite easily. You just have to write down 10 things about yourself that brings value, in this case to an employer, to start. Now, 10's awesome, but 3's good. And so for this, I'm going to show you my 3. You ready? I'm 17, I've just left uni or school, and I'm trying to get a job. And this is my strength-based story, something I'm good at. Well, I have got a great attitude. I love learning, and I'm always on time. 3 things. So now I'm going to take my strength-based story to a possible employer. This is my introduction. Hi, my name's Matt. Now I'm looking for my first job. I don't have much experience, but I've got an awesome attitude. I love learning, and I am never late. Sound good? Yeah? Cool. Because I talk to a lot of employers, and employers are looking for just that. In fact, employers tell me they're really looking for 3 things. They're looking for attitude, 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 because that's what makes this whole planet spin. The saying that they can teach skills, but they can't teach attitude is 100% true. So strength-based stories really work. Otherwise, if you can't tell people the value you can bring to a situation, then they don't know. And it doesn't just have to be work, it can be anything in life you can use this to, right? What value do you bring to your family and household? What about your friends? What about sport? It's a great tool, and it's really simple and has huge value. Now, the second thing I do, while I'm working with people to create this strength-based story about themselves, is I ask why A lot. Because lots of people I work with have got a lot of barriers. In fact, most people have got barriers in their life that prevent them doing things. And if I can get down to the nitty-gritty by asking why, well, I can help them achieve what they want to do. Now, some people's barriers are huge. And it means that we've got to create new ways around it, under it, sometimes just get over it to get to where they want to go. And I've got a lived experience in this one. I'm profoundly dyslexic. They call it word blind. So I've been finding new ways to solve problems my entire life. But a lot of people, a lot of their barriers are just misbeliefs. If anybody's ever told you you're stupid, well, they're wrong. You're not. You've got tons of value. If you're telling yourself you can't do something, I hate to tell it, you're wrong. You've just got to find either another way to do it or put a bit more time into it. I tell everyone I work with, the worst thing you can do is do nothing. Don't worry about making mistakes. I've already made a few up since I walked on this stage. Don't worry about that. But make them small. Identify them early and change. Because if you keep following that mistake till it becomes a belief, well, it can hold you back. Now, we all want to live our best version of ourselves, don't we? Come on, don't we? Yeah. And so follow a bit of my lead here. Write a strength-based story. And don't do it once, do it heaps. I just did one yesterday about today because I was nervous about getting up here. So I wrote myself a little strength-based story. And challenge yourself all the time. If you think you can't do something, just ask yourself why. And if it's not true, then fix it. And if it is true, then change it. Find another way. Because at the end of the day, we all want to be the best version of ourselves we can be. My name's Matt. Goodbye.